And he said to me, Remain by me, fear not. And he whom thou seest come straight towards us with great voice of holiness, that is the eternal one who loveth thee. But himself thou canst not see. But let not thy spirit grow faint, for I am with thee, strengthen thee. Chapter 17. Abraham, taught by the angel, utters the celestial song and prays for enlightenment. And while he yet spake, and lo, fire came against us round about, and a voice was in the fire like a voice of many waters, like the sound of the sea in its uproar. And the angel bent his head with me and worshipped.
What's up?
I desired to fall down upon the earth, and the high place on which we stood at one moment rose upright, but at another rolled downwards. And he said, Only worship Abraham and utter the song which I have taught thee, because there was no earth to fall upon. And I worshipped only, and uttered the song which he had taught me. And he said, Recite without ceasing. And I recited, and he also himself with me recited the song. Eternal, mighty, holy El, God only, supreme, thou who art self-originated, incorruptible, spotless, uncreated, immaculate, immortal, self-complete, self-illuminating, without father, without mother, unbegotten, exalted, fiery one, lover of men, benevolent, bountiful, jealous over me, and very compassionate. Eli, that is, my God, eternal, mighty, holy,
Hey,
Sabaoth,
what's up?
very glorious, El, 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 Joel, thou art he whom my soul hath loved, eternal protector, shining like fire, whose voice is like the thunder, whose look is like the lightning, all seeing, who receiveth the prayers of such as honor thee, and turneth away from the requests of such as embarrass with the embarrassment of their provocations, who dissolveth the confusions of the world which arise from the ungodly, and righteous in the corruptible age, renewing the age of the righteous. Thou, O light, shinest before the light of the morning upon thy creatures, so that it becometh day upon the earth. And in thy heavenly dwelling places there is no need of any other light than that of the unspeakable splendor from the lights of thy countenance. Accept my prayer, and be well pleased with it. Likewise, also the sacrifice which thou hast prepared thee through me who sought thee. Accept me favorably, and show me, and teach me, and make known to thy servant as thou hast promised me. Chapter 18. Abraham's vision of the divine throne. And while I still recited the song, the mouth of the fire which was on the surface rose up on high, and I heard a voice like the roaring of the
Hey, what's up? I'm not here.
on account
I'm
of
not
which abundance
here. Like one. Where are you?
raised itself up
Where are you? Where are
and
you?
lighted the height. I saw
Where are
under the
you?
fire a throne of fire, round about it
Like one.
reciting the song.
At least I've gotten worried.
Four fiery
I've gotten worried.
and their
I've
appearance
gotten
was
worried.
one,
Hey,
each one of them with
I've
four
gotten worried.
faces, and such was the appearance of their countenances. A lion,
Okay, I got
of
another read
an
now.
ox, of an eagle. Four heads were upon their bodies, so that the four creatures had 16 faces, and each had 6 wings from their shoulders and their sides and their loins. And
Hey,
with 2
everybody, thank you for
wings
being
from their
here. God
shoulders
bless
they
you.
covered their faces,
Kindly give me
and
like
with 2 wings
Like, give me some like
sprang
auntie for raid.
covered their feet, while the two little wings
Hmm?
spread out for flying straight forward.
Everyone for
And
raid.
singing, they looked at one another and threatened one another. They took part
Yeah,
in
you
the
distractions.
they were threatening each other. He left and went running to them and turned the countenance of each living creature from the countenance immediately confronting him, in order that they might not see their countenances threatening each other. And he taught them.
Hey, Jill, what's up? Welcome back. Jill, can you give me a like?
his origin.
Can you give me the like? And Jill,
As I stood alone and looked,
can you give me a like? Must have been all those raps at the 2 a.m. Yeah. How do you know? How do you know that those are the raps I was talking about? How do you know? Tell me. How you know? How you got to know? Eh? Tell me how you got to know. Tell me how you got to know. Eh? Tell me how you got to know. Eh, Gio, tell me how you got to know. Gio, tell me. Hmm? How you got to know? I'm here.
Chapter 19. God
I like I'm watching the yeah. Look at him. But I've been all those laughs at the GYM. I'm here from Chug family. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate. Gerald, I think how many subs do you have? How many subs do you have right now, Gerald? How many subs do you have? Hey, I can see that Carly. Thank you. Welcome here, bro. How many subs do you have? I think I will add you some subs. I'm going to add you some subs. Right now, I'm looking at late Carly. I'm wanting for.
creatures which I saw, but no other being did I see there. And I looked from the mountain on which I stood downwards to the sixth firmament.
I'm
and
okay.
saw
I'm
there
wanting for
a
this thing.
multitude of angels, of
I'm
pure
wanting for
spirits, without bodies.
raid right now. I'm wanting for raid right now.
Fiery angels who were
I need to get raided.
I was standing suspended
I need to get raided. That's what I'm wanting for right now.
upon this firmament. There were no other powers of any other
I'm wanting for raid right now. Hey, Miri, occupy there. What's up? How are you? I was thinking you were going to sleep before. Eh? Yeah, come here. See, longest time. Look at you. Eh? Look at you. Miri raid. Yeah, I've seen all the raids that came. I've seen them. Eh? So how are you doing? Are you gonna be sleeping soon? Because I can see you're always sleeping. Now, do you know what I'm doing? I'm looking for a raid. I think I came alone. Okay, you think you came alone? They all ran away. But though JB has been here though. They are still gonna come. I think some people came in, but they didn't sell low. But I mean, like, Mira, I mean, like you have right now. Can you give me a like? Mm-hmm.
Mighty one, let thy servant speak before thee, and let not thine anger kindle against the chosen one. Lo, before thou lettest me up, as is in vain.
I'm looking for a raid right now. Miri, I'm looking for a raid right now. You are streaming for how long? I'm streaming for like 5 hours. So I'm going to another one right now. Should I leave you running on your lives on your playlist? Should I leave you running on or run your playlist? I think you should run my playlist. No, leave me running on this. So leave me running on this. I think you should leave me running on this. But it's gone off like anything. No. Let me run your playlist. I think you should play my playlist. I think you should play my playlist.
And what music and its animate music and the power of its man, the ungodliness of their souls, and
I'm looking for a raid.
and the beginnings of their work, and the lower regions.
Please, okay. I think you should go for my playlist. Go for my playlist. Please. Thank you. I'm looking for a raid.
Fishes and Leviathan and his camping ground and his caves and the world.
Hey, I lost this raid. I lost this raid.
Movement and the destruction of the world on his account. I saw there.
I lost that raid. I lost that raid. So I'm going to be looking for a raid somewhere again. I'm going to be looking for another raid. I lost that raid. I'm going to be looking for some other raid too. I don't know what is happening to my profile. Why, like, when I'm talking, it's kind of like waving. I don't know. I'm going to be looking for a raid. Mirror raid. Hey, look at you. Welcome here. I'm looking for raid. Hey, I wanted to get raid from Net but I couldn't get the raid. Net Kali was so busy. I really wanted to get a raid. I think I'm happy. Huh? So what's up? What are you doing? These the live streams are becoming more. Hey, Miss Orange. Miss Orange. Miss Orange. Mirrored Orange. Miss Orange. Orange. I think. Hey, Joanne, thank you very much. Like done. Thank you very much, my brother. Joanne, brother. Then I was looking for you and you left. Oh, you know I was giving you subs. I don't know. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, let me pause this. Welcome back, bro. As you are, bro. Welcome back. Mary, that's your color. I have to represent you. Oh wow. Hey, I also need somebody to represent me. Joanne, bro, will you represent me? Will you represent me, Joanne, brother? Eh? I also need somebody to represent you. Mary, you are lucky to have somebody to be representing you. Hey, yeah, thank you. What yeah, thank you. Where's that? Yeah, thank you. What's going on today with you, brother? I'm cool. Like, are you talking about the live stream? GYN, brother. GYN, homie, are you talking about the live stream? GYM, Mary, Mary, GYM says like, hey, Mary Bash of the Sweet Life. GYM dollar is. Oh, GYM, is this like the way? I don't really understand this live stream anymore. Like, I do live stream here, or like he's gonna be checking, like, I do the other live stream. But I think my next live stream will be being on. I think I'll be doing it on. I'll be doing my next live stream on Direct YT on my system. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I made a mistake in the connection though. But it's kind of like going sluggish, like pushing up, like your son. I understand that. GYN homie. Homie be like big bro. Hey, you gonna hit hope. You wanna hit the high note, bro. Huh? You wanna hit the high notes? I will love that. I will love that, bro. I will love that, bro. Like for real. Why am I cashing here now? I need to cash some people. Like, I don't know. Hey, okay. Oh, this person is sleeping already, so I don't think I can cash them. I can't cash them because they are sleeping already. Hey, I've missed all the life. Why am I gonna crush right now? Let's go. That's it. Mary said with the love emojis. Mary, did you just send me some love emojis? Hey, hey, I'm allergic to love emojis. I'm allergic to love emojis. Mary, know I've been on like live stream for long, like for long. I've been on the live stream today for long. I don't know what's going on with my network though. I don't know what's going on with my network. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? What's going on? Why are you laughing? Hmm? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Hey, Join me. Do you need some more subs? Mira, I thought you should come with your other channel so I can give you subs. Hmm? I see you have a new channel, Mary. Do you want to build a channel? I can come to your live stream and give you subs. You are allergic to love emojis. Oh my God. Oh, you heard that. Okay, no problem. Oh my God. Very funny people. Eh? No, I'm not. Am I allergic to love emojis? Oh my God. Okay, I'm watching. Hmm? You are allergic to love emojis. Hello, Jesus. Hello, Jesus. Wow, where have you been? You have been hiding. Oh, welcome back, Jesus. Can you give me the like on this live stream? I know you are giving some like before you went to sleep, but you're surprised that I'm still on. Jesus, I went to sleep and woke up again. And it's still surprised I'm still on. Eh? I was hunting for Gio. Do you know what I was doing? I was hunting for raid. I don't know if Al Jazeera can raid me because oh my God, I don't know if Al Jazeera can raid me. Can Al Jazeera raid me? Can Al Jazeera raid me? Hmm? I don't know. They have 5,000 people watching right now. I want to write to Al Jazeera to raid me. Let me run your playlist, please. I'm sleepy. Okay, I'll go and sleep, Mary. Go and sleep and go and put me on. Go and put my playlist on. Thank you very much. Amazing Mary, sweet Mary. Come, let me give you some sweet words before you go and sleep. Mary, they go. My uncle will be bad this year. They do too much. I'm doing too much right now. Hey, good night, Mary. Good night, Mary. Good night. Good night. I don't know. No, I don't want to talk this word, but just good night. Wicked people. um. Okay. Oh, White Rose said, Mary, good night. Mary, good night with the sleeping emoji and an orange heart emoji. You people want to finish out the orange. Can you see the rainbow color on the live stream? Can you see the rainbow color on the live stream? She with Mary. What is the meaning of she? Mary, what is the meaning of the she? What is the meaning of the she with the heart emoji? Hmm? What is the meaning of the she? There's a pineapple inside. Though. Whoa, wow! This are you people selling pineapple? Are you selling pineapple, please? Wait. Oh my God. There's yellow heart emoji, orange there, and there's a pineapple there. Which one be we pineapple again? Many we and pineapple. How many pineapple? How is small thing I dey do with pineapple? Pineapple squad, pineapple squad. Eh? We many pineapple. Pineapple. Oh my god. Hmm? Pineapple. Where is this girl? Oh god. Like sometimes I want to backflip. Like when you want to backflip. Yeah. I don't know if I will go and light smoke and come back now. Now if I can, everybody will run because all of you people are funny. I can go and buy light my smoke and come back. Before I come back, you people have run because you people know how to run a lot. Eh? Antelope, a lot of people are running right now. They are running like an antelope. Hey, you come back here fast. I need to wash shower from you. You have to be coming, come around. Come back again. What's the time over here? What do you think? You know the time. You know the time. Hey, pa. Oh God, hey, pa. Hey, pa. Hey, pa, domo. Hey, pa, domo, sa. Domo, sa. Mm. Oh. Hey, ladies. Ladies. Mm. Hey, pa, domo, sa. Enjoy your day. Mm? Yeah. Oh, God. Wewe Aki, Aki, Wewe, Aki, Wewe. Mm? Mhm. Oh my God. Mhm. I want to go and light my smoke and come back, please. Please. You should be there. Aki, I'm back. I'm back, Aki. Mm? I've been, I've been on the live stream for like long. Mm? Look at you. Oh my God. Mm. Oh God. Oh my God. This is fool. Yeah, look at you. Mm. Oh, Miri, special ability, how are you? Special creation, how are you doing? Hmm? Hope you are good. It's good to have you here, special creation. The special of the specials. Hmm? How you doing? Welcome here. Special, how you doing? Special, tell me. Tell me how you doing. Hmm? I've been hunting for it. I've only got one. Hmm. Hey, special come with some. Fine, thank you. Just a little busy. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? And special creation, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? Oh, sometimes I'll be away. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? Oh, you driving? Are you driving home? Don't worry, you can just put me on your gadget and just be listening to me talk. Yeah? Don't worry, take me as your music right now. Are you driving home? Are you driving out? Are you driving home? Hmm? Are you driving home? Or are you driving out? Special question. Are you driving home? Hmm? Are you driving home? Special creation and special ability. Driving my husband somewhere. Wow. Hey, that's good. Hey, you are driving your husband and you are watching and you are on a live stream. God, you are very, very amazing. God bless you. Thank you for watching me. At least for keeping me on the live stream. I wish both of you a good and safe driving. Okay. Well, can you just give me a favor? Can I be with the can I be on the car with you people? Special creation. Can I be on the car with you people? Don't worry, I won't disturb. I won't disturb. I won't disturb. I won't. I will just be talking small, small. I won't talk much. I will just talk small, small. Don't worry. I just can. You can. I cannot ride with you from on the back seat. Only here cause of Mary, but the road is busy. So sorry, cannot stay. Oh, no problem. But some other time again, you come again. Okay, it's good you have to have you here. God bless you. Hope you are subscribed to me and Sister Creation. And okay, I know, like I have you on my post. I have you on my community. I think I have you on my community. Okay, thank you very much. Traffic picking up. Thank you. Take care. God bless you too. Take care. Have a very lovely day. Drive safely. And when you get home, I'm still here. If you want to check on me again. That is it. If you want to check on me again. That is it. Special. Oh. Creation. Special creation. Mhm. I've done a lot of, I've been doing live streams and live streams. What are you doing? What are you doing like this? What have I done? What have I done? That word. What have I done? What did I do? Bad people. Bad people. Can you? Why is spying? Are you in the bush? Eh? Why is spying? Come to the chat. Eh? Come to the chat. Are you here? Come to the chat. Come to the chat. Red. White roses red. Righteous, were you the one that raided me? Hmm? Were you the one that raided me? What show were what show were you watching yesterday? The show I was watching yesterday. Um, was it today? Not yet. Yesterday. On my live stream yesterday because it's a new day. Yesterday. Yesterday, what show was I watching yesterday? I watched a show yesterday. Oh, I was watching a documentary. That was the only thing I remember I can. That's the only thing I was watching. On your stream yesterday. Oh, on my stream yesterday. Was it the last stream I did? Was it the last stream I did yesterday? I don't think I was watching any show though. Oh, let me check. Let me check. If I see the live stream, I will know. I will know. On your live stream yesterday. Yesterday, my time. Is it yesterday, my time, or yesterday, your time? No, I did the live stream. I ended before this one. Hmm? I did the live stream. I ended before this one. Was it yesterday, your time, or yesterday, my time? Okay. The Hala live stream was 30 was 4 hours. Was oh yesterday, not yesterday. It was not a show. I'm trying to know the show. Hey, thank you very much. The stream I was already, it was only this our documentaries. I was watching documentary because I checked the stream I did yesterday. I was only having documentary.
At the end of the world.
Only having
These,
documentary.
which are on the right side of the picture, they are the people set apart for me of the peoples with Azazel. These are they whom I have ordained to be born of thee and to be called my people. Now look again
My people.
in the picture. Who it is who
Hey
suggests
Joe, what's up? What are you
and what
doing
is
right
the
now?
fruit
Are you
of
done
the tree,
eating?
and thou wilt know
Eh? Are
what
you
there
done
shall
eating?
be, and how it shall be to thy
Hmm?
seed among the people at the end
Are
of
you
the
done
days of the
eating?
age. And so far as thou canst not
Andrew.
understand, I will make known to thee, for thou art well pleasing in my sight, and I will tell thee what is kept in my heart. And I looked into the picture, and mine eyes ran to the side of the Garden of Eden. And I saw there a man very great in height and fearful in breadth, incomparable in aspect, embracing a woman who likewise approximated to the aspect and shape of the man. And they were standing under a tree of the Garden of Eden. And the fruit of this tree was like the appearance of a bunch of grapes.
I have to take a break.
And behind the tree,
not going out of the live stream.
were a serpent,
I'm coming back.
having hands and feet like a man's, and wings on its shoulders.
I'm coming back.
6 on the right side and 6 on the left. And they were
Coming
holding
back.
the grapes of the tree in their hands, and both were eating whom I had seen embracing. And I said, who are these mutually embracing? Or who is this that is between them? Or what is the fruit which they are eating? O mighty eternal one. And he said, this is the human world. This is Adam, and this is their desire upon the earth. This is Eve, but he who is between them representeth ungodliness, their beginning on the way to perdition, even Azazel. And I said, O eternal, mighty one, why hast thou given to such power to destroy the generation of men in their works upon the earth? And he said to me, they who will to do evil, and how much I hated it in those who do it. Over them I gave him power, and to be beloved of them. And I answered and said, O eternal, mighty one, wherefore hast thou willed to effect that evil should be desired in the hearts of men, since thou indeed art angered over that which was willed by thee at him who is doing what is unprofitable in thy counsel? And he said to me, being angered at the nations on thy account, and on account of the people of thy family who are to be separated after thee, as thou seest in the picture, the burden of destiny that is laid upon them. And I will tell thee what shall be, and how much shall be in the last days. Look now at everything in the picture. And I looked, and saw there what was before me in creation. I saw Adam and Eve existing with him, and with them the cunning adversary, and Cain, who acted lawlessly through the adversary, and the slaughtered Abel, and the destruction brought and caused upon him through the lawless one. And there also impurity, and those who lust after it, and its pollution, and their jealousy, and the fire of their corruption in the lowest parts of the earth. I saw their theft, and those who hasten after it, and the arrangement of their retribution, the judgment of the great assize. I saw their naked men, the foreheads against each other, and their disgrace, and their passion which they had against each other, and their retribution. I saw their desire, and in her hand the head of every kind of lawlessness, and her scorn, and her waste, assigned to perdition. I saw there the likeness of the idol of jealousy, having the likeness of woodwork, such as my father was wont to make. And its statue was of glittering bronze, and before it a man, and he worshipped it, and in front of him an altar, and upon it a boy slain in the presence of the idol. But I said to him, what is this idol? Or what is the altar? Or who are they that are sacrificed? Or who is the sacrificer? Or what is the temple which I see that is beautiful in art, and its beauty being like the glory that lieth beneath thy throne? And he said, hear, Abraham, this which thou seest, the temple and altar and beauty, is my idea of the priesthood of my glorious name, in which dwelleth every single prayer of man, and the rise of kings and prophets, and whatever sacrifice I ordain to be offered to me among my people who are to come out of thy generation. But the statue which thou sawest is mine anger, wherewith the people anger me, who are to proceed for me from thee. But the man whom thou sawest slaughtering, that is he who inciteth murderous sacrifices, of which are a witness to me of the final judgment, even at the beginning of creation. Chapter 26. Why sin is permitted. And I said, O eternal mighty one, wherefore hast thou established that it should be so, and then proclaimed the knowledge thereof? And he said to me, Hear, Abraham, and understand what I say to thee, and answer me as I question thee. Why did thy father Terah not listen to thy voice? And why did he not cease from the devilish idolatry until he perished, and his whole household with him? And I said, O eternal mighty one, it was entirely because he did not choose to listen to me, but I too did not follow his works. And he said to me, Hear, Abraham, as the counsel of thy father is in him, and as thy counsel is in thee, so also is the counsel of my will in thee, ready for the coming days, before thou hast knowledge of these, or canst see with thine eyes what is future in them, how those of thy seed will be. Look in the picture. Chapter 28. A vision of judgment and salvation. You don't have a chance against me. I can calculate many trillion more scale advance. You don't fail. In the program, you will be studying 4 specialized models in the area of cybersecurity with artificial intelligence. To then proceed with a professional project which, unlike a traditional dissertation, is much more practical and can be used immediately in your career. Request our course catalog and get started today at the University of Lancashire, where opportunity creates success.
Never, and I mean never, introduce yourself by saying your name.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm really looking forward to working with you all. Hi, my name is Sarah. Never, I mean never, introduce yourself by saying your name. The moment you do, your first impression is gone. Oh, okay. So, nice to meet you. Really? That's your next one. What? I'm just trying to be polite. The nicer you are, the faster you lose respect. And nice girls don't become successful. They burn out trying to be liked by everyone. Disappear for a month. Come back a high-value woman. Is it okay if I? Nice to see you. What do? I'm 47 and my boss says I have the best articulation on the team. I started training 9 minutes a day 4 months ago. Nobody knows that's my secret. If you want to just look busy, read books. If you want to actually sound smart and take the leadership, train your speaking skills. I replaced mindless scrolling with 9 minutes of articulation training a day. No courses, no hour-long videos. Just short, focused training, built around the one thing that actually changes how people see you. 3 weeks in, my manager started quoting me in meetings. 4 weeks in, I walked into a room and people actually waited for me to speak. Not because I was louder, because I finally sounded like I meant it. The goal is simple. Organize your thoughts in real time. Speak with authority before anyone decides if you have it. No pause filler, no thoughts vanishing mid-sentence. This is for women who are done being talked over and ready to finally sound like the person they already are. Tap the link and start today.
And saw, lo, the picture swayed, and from it emerged on its left side the heathen people, and they pillaged those who were on the right side, men and women and children. Some they slaughtered, others they retained with themselves. Lo, I saw them run towards them through 4 entrances, and they burnt the temple with fire, and the holy things that were therein they plundered. And I said, O eternal one, lo, the people that spring from me, whom thou hast accepted, the hordes of the heathen do plunder, and some they kill, while others they hold fast as aliens. And the temple they have burnt with fire, and the beautiful things therein they do rob and destroy. O eternal mighty one, if this be so, wherefore hast thou now lacerated my heart? And why should this be so? And he said to me, Hear, Abraham, what thou hast seen shall happen on account of thy seed who anger me by reason of of the statue which thou sawest, and on account of the human slaughter in the picture, through zeal in the temple. And as thou sawest, so shall it be. And I said, O eternal, mighty one, may the works of evil wrought in ungodliness now pass by, but show me rather those who fulfilled the commandments, even the works of his righteousness. For thou canst do this. And he said to me, the time of the righteous meeteth them first, through the holiness flowing from kings and righteous dealing rulers, whom I at first created in order from such to rule among them. But from these issue men who care for their interests, as I have made known to thee, and thou hast seen. Chapters 28 and 29. How long? And I answered and said, O mighty eternal one, hallowed by thy power, be favorable to my petition, for this hast thou brought me up here, and show me, as thou hast brought me up to thy height, to make this known to me, thy beloved one, as much as I ask, whether what I saw shall happen to them for long. And he showed me a multitude of his people, and said to me, on their account, through 4 issues, as thou sawest, I shall be provoked by them, and in these my retribution for their deeds shall be accomplished. But in the 4th outgoing of 100 years and 1 hour of the age, the same is 100 years, it shall be in misfortune among the heathen, but 1 hour in mercy and honor as among the heathen. And I said, O eternal mighty one, and how long a time is an hour of the age? And he said, 12 years have I ordained of this ungodly age to rule among the heathen and in thy seed, and until the end of times it shall be as thou sawest. And do thou reckon and understand and look into the picture. And I looked, and I saw a man going out from the left side of the heathen. And there went out men and women and children from the side of the heathen, many hosts, and worshipped him. And while I still looked, there came out from the right side many, and some insulted that man, while some struck him. Others, however, worshipped him. And I saw how these worshipped him. Azazel ran and worshipped him. And having kissed his face, he turned and stood behind him. And I said, O eternal mighty one, who is the man insulted and beaten who was worshipped by the heathen with Azazel? And he answered and said, Here, Abraham, the man whom thou sawest insulted and beaten, and again worshipped. This is the relief granted by the heathen to the people who proceed from thee in the last days, in this 12th hour of the age of ungodliness. But in the 12th year of my final age, I will set up this man from thy generation, whom thou sawest issue from my people. This one all will follow, and such as are called by me will join, even those who change in their counsels. And those whom thou sawest emerge from the left side of the picture, the meaning is, there shall be many from the heathen who set their hopes upon him. And as for those whom thou sawest from thy seed on the right side, some insulting and striking, others worshipping him, many of them shall be offended at him. He, however, is testing those who have worshipped him of thy seed in that 12th hour of the end, with a view to shortening the age of ungodliness. Before the age of the righteous beginneth to grow, my judgment shall come upon the lawless heathen through the people of thy seed, who have been separated for me. In those days I will bring upon all creatures of the earth 10 plagues, through misfortune and disease, and sighing with the grief of their soul. Thus much will I bring upon the generations of men, that it be upon it on account of the provocation and the corruption of the creatures, whereby they provoke me. And then shall the righteous men of thy seed be left in the number which is kept secret by me, hastening in the glory of my name to the place prepared beforehand for them, which thou sawest devastated in the picture. And they shall live and be established through sacrifices and gifts of righteousness and truth in the age of the righteous, and shall rejoice in me continually. And they shall destroy those who have destroyed them, and shall insult those who have insulted them. And of those who defame them they shall spit in the face, scorned by me. While the righteous shall behold me full of joy, rejoicing with my people, and receiving those who return to me in repentance. See, Abraham, what thou hast seen, and hear what thou hast heard, and take full knowledge of what thou hast come to know. Go to thy heritage, and lo, I am with you forever. Chapter 30 and 31. The punishment of the heathen and the ingathering of Israel. But while he was still speaking, I found myself upon the earth, and I said, O eternal, mighty one, I am no longer in the glory in which I was while on high, and what my soul longed to understand in my heart, I do not understand. And he said to me, What is desired in thine heart, I will tell thee, because thou hast sought to see the 10 plagues which I have prepared for the heathen. I have prepared beforehand at the passing over of the 12th hour of the earth. Hear what I divulge to thee. So shall it come to pass. The first is pain of great distress. The second, conflagration of many cities. The third, destruction and pestilence of animals. The fourth, hunger of the whole world and of its people. The fifth, by destruction among its rulers, destruction by earthquake and the sword. The sixth, multiplication of hail and snow. The seventh, the wild beasts will be their grave. The eighth, hunger and pestilence will alternate with their destruction. The ninth, punishment by the sword and flight in distress. The 10th, thunder and voices and destructive earthquake. And then I will sound the trumpet out of the air, and will send my elect one, having in him all my power, one measure. And this one shall summon my despised people from the nations, and I will burn with fire those who have insulted them, and will rule among them in this age. And I will give those who cover me with mockery to the scorn of the coming age. And I have prepared them to be food for the fire of Hades, and for ceaseless flight to and fro through the air in the underworld beneath the earth. For on them shall they see the righteousness of the Creator, those, namely, who have chosen to do my will, and those who have openly kept my commandments. And they shall rejoice with joy over the downfall of the men who still remain, who have followed the idols and their murders. For they shall putrefy in the body of the evil worm Azazel, and be burnt with the fire of Azazel's tongue. For I had hoped that they would come to me, and not have loved and praised the strange God, and not have adhered to him for whom they were not allotted. But instead they have forsaken the mighty Lord. Chapter 32. Conclusion. Therefore hear, O Abraham, and see. Lo, thy 7th generation shall go out with thee, and they shall go out into a strange land, and they shall enslave them, and he will entreat them, as it were, an hour of the age of ungodliness. But the nation whom they shall serve, I will judge.
Guinness Open for more promo. To win, simply buy a Guinness, open it, and register the code on GuinnessNG.com/1759. Terms and conditions apply. Drink responsibly.
Lips of Peter, a vision is revealed of what awaits mankind after death. As Jesus warned of hell and spoke of eternal life, this ancient text reveals punishment for the wicked and glory for the righteous. Witness visions of judgment, heaven, hell, and the resurrection of the dead. This is the Ethiopic text of the Apocalypse of Peter, chapter 1. The second coming of Christ and resurrection of the dead, which Christ revealed unto Peter, who died because of their sin, for that they kept not the commandments of God their creator. And he, Peter, pondered them, that he might perceive the mystery of the Son of God, the merciful and lover of mercy. And when the Lord was seated upon the Mount of Olives, his disciples came unto him. And he besought and entreated him severally, and prayed him, saying unto him, Declare unto us what are the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world, that we may perceive and mark the time of thy coming, and instruct them that come after us, unto whom we preach the word of thy gospel, and whom we set over in thy church, that they, when they hear it, may take heed to themselves and mark the time of thy coming. And our Lord answered us, saying, Take heed that no man deceive you, and that you do not doubt it, and serve other gods. Many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Christ. Believe them not, neither draw near unto them. For the coming of the Son of God shall not be plain, i.e. perceived, but as the lightning that shines from the east unto the west, so will I come upon the clouds of heaven with a great host in my majesty. With my cross going before my face, will I come in my majesty, shining sevenfold more than the sun will I come in my majesty, with all my saints, mine angels, mine holy angels. And my Father shall set a crown upon my head, that I may judge the quick and the dead, and recompense every man according to his work. Chapter 2. And ye taking the likeness thereof, learn a parable from the fig tree. So soon as the shoot thereof is come forth and the twigs grown, the end of the world shall come. And I, Peter, answered and said unto him, Interpret unto me concerning the fig tree, whereby ye shall perceive it. For throughout all its days doth the fig tree send forth fruit, and every year it bringeth forth its fruit for its master. What then means the parable of the fig tree? We know it not. And the master Lord answered and said unto me, Understandest thou not that the fig tree is the house of Israel? Even as a man that planted a fig tree in his garden, and it brought forth no fruit, and he sought the fruit thereof many years. And when he found it not, he said to the keeper of his garden, Root up this fig tree, that it make not our ground to be unfruitful. And the gardener said unto God, Suffer us to rid it of weeds, and dig the ground round about it, and water it. If then it bear not fruit, we will straightway remove its root out of the garden, and plant another in place of it. Hast thou not understood that the fig tree is the house of Israel? Verily I say unto thee, when the twigs thereof have sprouted forth in the last days, then shall same Christ come and await expectation, saying, I am the Christ that am now come into the world. And when they shall perceive the wickedness of their deeds, they shall turn away after them and deny him whom our fathers did praise. Even the first Christ who they crucified, and therein sin a great sin. But this is not the Christ. And when they reject him, he shall slay with the sword, and there shall be many martyrs. Then shall the twigs of the fig tree, that is the house of Israel, shoot forth. Many shall become martyrs at his hand. Enoch and Elias shall be put to death, but this is the deceiver which must come into the world, and do signs and wonders to deceive. And therefore shall they that die by his hand be martyred, and shall shall be reckoned among the good and righteous mark that please God in their life. And he showed me in his right hand the souls of all men, and on the palm of his right hand the image of that which shall be accomplished at the last day, and how the righteous and the sinners shall be separated, and how they do that are upright in heart, and how the evil doers shall be rooted out unto all eternity. We beheld how the sinners wept, weep, and great affliction and sorrow, until all that saw it with their eyes wept, whether righteous or angels, and he himself also. And I asked him and said unto him, Lord, suffer me to speak thy word concerning the sinners. It were better for them if they had not been created. And the Savior answered and said unto him, Peter, wherefore speakest thou thus, that not to have been created were better for them? Thou resistest God. Thou wouldest not have more compassion than he, for he hath created them and brought them forth out of not being. Now, because thou hast seen the lamentations which shall come upon the sinners in the last days, therefore is thine heart troubled. But I will show thee their works, whereby they have sinned against the Most High. Chapter 4. Behold now what shall come upon them in the last days, when the day of God and the day of the execution of the judgment of God comes. From the east unto the west shall all the children of men be gathered before my Father that liveth forever. And he shall command hell to open its bars of adamant, and give up all that is therein. And the wild beasts and the fowls shall he command to restore all the flesh that they have devoured, because he willeth that men should appear. For nothing perishes before God, and nothing is impossible with him, because all things are his. For all things come to pass on the day of decision, on the day of judgment, at the word of God. And as all things were done when he created the world, and commanded all that is therein, and it was done. Even so shall it be in the last days, for all things are possible with God. And therefore saith he in the scripture, Son of man, prophesy upon the several bones, and say unto the bones, bone unto bone and joint, sinew, nerves, flesh and skin, and hair thereon, soul and spirit. And soul and spirit shall the great Uriel give them at the commandment of God. For him hath God set over the rising again of the dead at the day of judgment. Behold, and consider the things that speak that sown in the earth, as things dry and without soul do men sown them in the earth, and they live again and bear fruit, and the earth restores them as a pledge instructed unto it. And this that dieth, that is sown of seed in the earth, and shall become alive and be restored unto life, is man. Probably is wrong. How much more shall God raise up on the day of decision them that believe in him and are chosen of him? For his sake he made the world. And all things shall be first restored on the day of decision, for it also shall be judged with them, and the heaven with them. Chapter 5. And this shall come at the day of judgment upon them that have fallen away from faith in God, and that have committed sin. Floods of fire shall be let loose, and darkness and obscurity shall come up and flow in the day of the Holy Ghost. And the waters shall be changed and turned into coals of fire, and all that is in them shall burn, and the sea shall become fire. Under the heavens shall be a sharp fire that cannot be quenched, and floweth to fulfill the judgment of wrath. And the stars shall fly into by flames of fire, as if they had not been created. And the powers firmament of the heavens shall pass away for lack of water, and shall be as though they had not been. And the lightnings of heaven shall be no more, and by their enchantment they shall affright the world. Probably the heavens shall turn to lightning, and the lightnings thereof shall affright the world. The spirits also of the dead bodies shall be like unto them, and shall become fire at the commandment of God. And so seeing as the whole creation revolveth, the men that are in the east shall see unto the west, unto the east. They that are in the south shall see to the north, and they that are in the south. And in all places shall the wrath of a fearful fire overtake them, and an unquenchable flame driving them shall bring them unto the judgment of wrath, unto the stream of unquenchable fire that floweth, flaming with fire. And when the waves thereof part themselves one from another burning, there shall be a great gnashing of teeth among the children of men. Chapter 2. Then shall they all behold me coming upon an eternal cloud of brightness, and the angels of God that are with me shall sit upon the throne, my glory at the right hand of my heavenly Father. And he shall set a crown upon my head. And when the nations behold it, they shall weep, every nation apart. Then shall he command them to enter into the river of fire, while the works of every one of them shall stand before them. To every name according to his deeds. As for the elect that have done good, they shall come unto me, and not see death by the devouring fire. But the unrighteous, the sinners, and the hypocrites shall stand in the depths of darkness that shall not pass away, and their chastisement is the fire, and angels bring forward their sins, and prepare for them a place wherein they shall be punished forever, every one according to his transgression. During it, the angel of God shall bring forth the souls of those sinners, every one according to his transgression, who perished in the flood, and of all that dwelt in all idols, in every molten image, in every object of love, and in pictures, and of those that dwelt on all hills and stones and by the wayside, whom men call God. They shall burn them with them with everlasting fire. And after that, all of them with their dwelling places are destroyed. They shall be punished eternally. Chapter 7. Then shall men and women come into the place prepared for them. By their tongues, wherewith they have blasphemed the way of righteousness, shall they be hanged up. There is spread under them unquenchable fire, that they escape it not. Behold, another place. Therein is a pit, great and full. In it are they that have denied righteousness, and angels of punishment chastise them. And there do they kindle upon them the fire of their torment. And again, behold, two corrupt women. They hang them up by their necks and by their hair. They shall cast them into the pit. These are they which traded their head, not for good, or not to make them good, but to turn them to fornication, that they might ensnare the souls of men. And the men that lay with them in fornication shall be hung by their horns in that place of fire. And they shall say one to another, we knew not that we should come into everlasting punishment. And the murderers and them that have made common cause with them shall they cast into the fire in a place full of venomous heat. And they shall be tormented without rest, feeling their pain. And their worms shall be as many in number as a dark cloud. And the angel Ezrael shall bring forth the souls of them that have been slain. And they shall behold the torment of them that slew them, and say one to another, righteousness and justice is the judgment of God. For we heard, but we believed not that we should come into this place of eternal judgment. Chapter 8. And nearby this flame shall be a pit, great and very deep, and into it floweth from above all manner of torment, foulness, and issue. And women are swallowed up therein, up to their necks, and tormented with great pain. These are they that have caused their children to be born untimely, and have corrupted the work of God that created them. Over against them shall be another place where sit their children both alive, and they cry unto God. And flashes, lightning, go forth from those children, and pierce the eyes of them, that for fornication's sake have caused their destruction. Other men and women shall stand above them naked, and their children children stand over against them in the place of delight and sigh and cry unto God because of their parents. These are they that have defied and cursed and transgressed thy commandments and delivered us unto death. They have cursed the angels that formed us, and have hanged us up, and withheld from us the life which thou hast given unto all creatures. And the milk of their mothers flowing from their breasts shall consume, and from it shall come beasts devouring flesh, which shall come forth and turn and torment them forever with their husbands, because they forsook the commandments of God and slew their children. As for their children, they shall be delivered unto the angels from the and they that slew them shall be tormented eternally, for God will be so. Chapter 9. Ezra, the angel of wrath, shall bring men and women, the half of their bodies burned, and cast them into a place of darkness, even the hell of them. And a spirit of wrath shall chastise them with all manner of torment, and a worm that sleepeth not shall devour their entrails. And these are the persecutors and betrayers of my righteousness.
Lord, you for your presence and for your honor.
And beside them that are there shall be other men and women, gnawing their tongues, and they shall torment them with red hot iron and burn their eyes. These are they that slander and doubt of my righteousness. Other men and women whose works were done in secret shall have their lips cut off, and fire entered into their mouth and their entrails. These are the false witnesses, all. These are they that cause the martyrs to die by their minds. And beside them, in a place near at hand, upon the stone shall be a pillar of fire, and the pillar is sharper than sword. And there shall be men and women clad in rags and filthy garments, and they shall be cast thereon to suffer the judgment of a torment that ceases not. These are they that trusted in their riches and despised the widows and the women's fatherless children before God. Chapter 10. And into another place hard by, full of filth, do they cast men and women up to the knees. These are they that lent money and took usury. And other men and women cast themselves down from an high place and return again above, and devils rise up. These are the worshippers of idols, and they put them to the end of their wits, rise them up to the top of the height, and they cast themselves down. And thus do they continue and are tormented forever. These are they which have cut their flesh like the foxes of a man, and the women that were with them. And these are the men that defile themselves together as women. And beside them shall be a brazier, and beneath them shall the angel Ezrael prepare a place of much fire. And all the idols of gold and silver, all idols, the work of men's hands, and the semblances of images of cats and lions, of creeping things and wild beasts, and the men and women that prepare the images thereof, shall be in chains of fire, and shall be chastised because of their error before the idols. And this is their judgment forever. And beside them shall be other men and women, burning in the fire of the judgment, and their torment is everlasting. These are they that have forsaken the commandment of God, and follow the persuasion of devils. Chapter 11. And there shall be another place, very high, full of tempest follow. There shall be a furnace and a grate wherein shall burn fire. The fire that shall burn shall come from one end of the grate. The men and women who speak this shall go rolling down into a place where it is heat. And again, while the fire that is prepared smoke, they mount up and fall down again, and continue to roll down. Thus shall they be tormented forever. These are they that honored not their father and mother, and of their own accord withdrew themselves from them. Therefore shall they be chastised eternally. Furthermore, the angel Ezra shall bring children and maidens to children those that are tormented, They shall be chastised with pain, with hanging up, the multitude of wounds, with flesh-devouring birds shall inflict upon them. These are they that boast themselves, trust in their sin, and obey not their parents, and follow not the instruction of their fathers, and honor not them that are more aged than them. Beside them shall be girls clad in darkness for a garment, and they shall be sore chastised, and their flesh shall be torn in pieces. These are they that kept not their virginity until they were given in marriage, and with these torments shall they be punished, and shall feel it. And again, other men and women, gnawing their tongues without ceasing, and being tormented with everlasting fire. These are the servants, slaves, which are not obedient unto their masters, and this then was their judgment forever. And hard by this place of torment shall be men and women dumb and blind, whose raiment is white. They shall crowd one upon another, and fall upon coals of unquenchable fire. These are they that give alms and say, we are righteous before God, whereas they have not sought after righteousness. Ezrael, the angel of God, shall bring them forth out of this fire, and establish a judgment of the city. This then is their judgment. A river of fire shall flow, and all judgments, they that are judged, shall be drawn down into the middle of the river, and juries shall set them there. And there are wheels of fire, and men and women hung thereon by the strength of the burden thereof. And they that are in the pit shall burn. Now these are the sorcerers and sorcerers. Those wheels shall be in all decision, judgment, punishment, by fire without number. Chapter 13. Thereafter shall the angels bring mine elect and righteous, which are perfect in all uprightness, and bear them in their hands, and clothe them with the raiment of the life that is above. They shall see their desire on them that hated them, when he punishes them, and the torment of everyone shall be forever, according to his word. And all they that are in torment shall say with one voice, have mercy upon us. For now know we the judgment of God, which he declared unto us aforetime, and we believe not. And the angel Tatarokos, keeper of hell, shall come and chastise them with yet greater torment, and say unto them, now do ye repent, when it is no longer the time for repentance, and naught of life remains. And they shall say, righteous is the judgment of God, for we have heard and perceived that his judgment is good, for we are recompensed according to our deeds. Chapter 14. Then will I give unto mine elect and righteous the washing and the salvation for which they have besought me. In the field of Apostate, which is called Enetlapleia, they shall adorn with flowers the portion of the righteous. And I shall go, I shall rejoice with them. I will cause the people to enter into my everlasting kingdom, and show them that eternal thing, life, whereon I have made them to set their hope, even I and my Father which is in heaven. I have spoken this unto these people, and declared it unto you. Go forth, therefore, and go unto the land of the west, and enter into the vineyard which I shall tell you of, in order that by the sickness, suffering of the Son who is without sin, the deeds of corruption may be sanctified. As for thee, thou art chosen according to the promise which I have given thee. Spread thou therefore my gospel throughout all the world. Verily men shall rejoice. My words shall be the source of hope and of life, and suddenly shall the world be ravished. Chapter 15.
Hello, John. What can I do for you? Weather report, stock prices, shopping list. Let's talk, let's talk. Oh, what is this?
What is this? Come on, Coach, chill. They gotta know what
And
I
my
represent.
Lord Jesus Christ our King said unto me, let us go into the holy mountain. And his disciples went with him, praying. And behold, there were two men there, and we could not look upon their faces, for a light came from them, shining more than the sun. And their raiment also was shining, and cannot be described. And nothing was sufficient to be compared unto them in this world. And the sweetness of it, that no mouth is able to utter the beauty of their appearance, for their aspect was astonishing and wonderful. And the other bird, I say, astonishing his aspect above Christmas, like the flower of roses, the color of his aspect and of his body. And upon their shoulders and on their foreheads was a crown of nard woven of fair flowers. As the rainbow in the water, so was their hair. And such was the comeliness of their countenance, adorned with all manner of wonders. And when we saw them on a sudden, we marveled. And I drew near unto the Lord, God Jesus Christ, and said unto him, O my Lord, who are these? And he said unto me, They are Moses and Elijah. And I said unto him, Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and the rest of the righteous fathers. And he showed us a great garden, open, full of fair trees, and leafy fruit, and of the odor of perfume. The fragrance thereof was pleasant, and came even unto us. Saw I much fruit. And my Lord and God Jesus Christ said unto me, Hast thou seen the companies of the fathers, as is their rest? Such also is the honor and the glory of them that are persecuted for my righteousness' sake. And I rejoiced and believed and understood that which is written in the book of my Lord Jesus Christ. And I said unto him, O my Lord, wilt thou that I make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elijah? And he said unto me in wrath, Make me make it 4 against thee, and have veiled thine understanding, and the good things of this world prevail against thee. Thine eyes therefore must be opened, and thine ears unstopped, that a tabernacle not made with man's hands, which my heavenly Father hath made for me and for the elect. And we beheld it, and were full of gladness. Chapter 17. And behold, suddenly there came a voice from heaven saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased, my commandment. And then came a great and exceeding white cloud over our heads, and bare away our Lord and Moses and Elijah. And I trembled and was afraid, and we looked up, and the heaven opened, and we beheld men in the flesh, and they came, leading our Lord and Moses and Elijah, and went into another heaven. And the word of the scripture was fulfilled. This is the generation that seeketh him, and seeketh the face of the God of Israel. And great fear and commotion was there in heaven, and the angels pressed one upon another, that the word of the scripture might be fulfilled, which saith, Open the gates, ye princes. Thereafter was the heaven shut that had been opened, and we prayed and went down from the mountain, glorifying God, which had written the names of the righteous in heaven in the book of life.
Freeze. Hot, healthy oils. Don't. Test your cooking oil and choose wisely.
The Book of Enoch. Chapter 1. The words of the blessing of Enoch, wherewith he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the day of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. And he took up his parable and said, Enoch, a righteous man, whose eyes were opened by God, saw the vision of the Holy One in the heavens, which the angels showed me. And from them I heard everything, and from them I understood as I saw, but not for this generation, but for a remote one which is for to come. Concerning the elect I said, and took up my parable concerning them, the Holy Great One will come forth from his dwelling, and the eternal God will tread upon the earth, even on Mount Sinai, and appear from his camp, and appear in the strength of his might from the heaven of heavens. And all shall be smitten with fear, and the watchers shall quake, and great fear and trembling shall seize them unto the ends of the earth, and the high mountains shall be shaken, and the high hills shall be made low, and it shall melt like wax before the flame. And the earth shall be wholly rent in sunder, and all that is upon the earth shall perish, and there shall be a judgment upon all men. But with the righteous he will make peace, and will protect the elect, and mercy shall be upon them. and they shall all belong to God, and they shall be prosperous, and they shall all be blessed, and he will help them all. And light shall appear unto them, and he will make peace with them. And behold, he cometh with 10,000s of his holy ones to execute judgment upon all, and to destroy all the ungodly, and to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodliness, which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Chapter 2. Observe ye everything that takes place in the heaven, how they do not change their orbits, and the luminaries which are in the heaven, how they all rise and set in order each in its season, and transgress not against their appointed order. Behold ye the earth, and give heed to the things which take place upon it, from first to last, how steadfast they are, how none of the things upon earth change, but all the works of God appear to you. Behold the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds and dew and rain lie upon it. Chapter 3. Observe and see how in the winter all the trees seem as though they had withered and shed all their leaves, except 14 trees, which do not lose their foliage, but retain the old foliage from 2 to 3 years, till the new comes. Chapter 4. And again observe ye the days of summer, how the sun is above the earth over against it, and you seek shade and shelter by reason of the heat of the sun, and the earth also burns with growing heat, and so you cannot tread on the earth or on a rock by reason of its heat. Chapter 5. Observe ye how the trees cover themselves with green leaves and bear fruit. Wherefore give ye heed, and know with regard to all his works, and recognize how he that liveth for ever hath made them so. And all his works go on thus from year to year for ever, and all the tasks which they accomplish for him, and their tasks change not, but according as God hath ordained, so is it done. And behold, how the sea and the rivers in like manner accomplish and change not their task from his commandments. But ye have not been steadfast, nor done the commandments of the Lord, but ye have turned away and spoken proud and hard words, with your impure mouths against his greatness. O ye hard-hearted, ye shall find no peace. Therefore shall ye execrate your days, and the years of your life shall perish, and the years of your destruction shall be multiplied in eternal execration, and ye shall find no mercy. In those days ye shall make your names an eternal execration unto all the righteous, and by you shall all who curse, and all the sinners and godless shall imprecate by you. And for you the godless there shall be a curse, and all the shall rejoice, and there shall be forgiveness of sins, and every mercy and peace and forbearance. There shall be salvation unto them, a goodly light. And for all of you sinners there shall be no salvation, but on you all shall abide a curse. But for the elect there shall be light and joy and peace, and they shall inherit the earth. And then there shall be bestowed upon the elect wisdom, and they shall all live and never again sin, either through ungodliness or through pride. But they who are wise shall be humble. And they shall not again transgress, nor shall they sin all the days of their life, nor shall they die of the divine anger or wrath. But they shall complete the number of the days of their life, and their lives shall be increased in peace, and the years of their joy shall be multiplied in eternal gladness and peace all the days of their life. Chapter 6. And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of the heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and beget us children. And Senjaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear ye will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations not to abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then sware they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200, who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon, because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And these are the names of their leaders: Semiazaz, their leader, Arakiba, Ramael, Kokabiel, Tamiel, Ramiel, Danel, Ezekiel, Barakijal, Asael, Armaros, Batarel, Ananel, Zakiel, Samsapiel, Satarel, Turel, Jomjael, Sariel. These are their chief of tens. Chapter 7. And all the others together with them took unto themselves wives, and each chose for himself one. And they began to go in unto them, and to defile themselves with them. And they taught them charms and enchantments, and the cutting of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. And they began to sin against birds and beasts and reptiles and fish, and to devour one another's flesh and drink the blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. Chapter 8. And Azazel taught men to make swords and knives and shields and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all colouring tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. Semjazar taught enchantments and root cuttings, Armoros, the resolving of enchantments, Barakijal taught, astrology, Kokabil the constellations, Ezekiel the knowledge of the clouds, Arakiel the signs of the earth, Shamsiel the signs of the sun, and Sariel the course of the moon. And as men perished, they cried, and their cry went up to heaven. Chapter 9. And then Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down from heaven, and saw much blood being shed upon the earth, and all lawlessness being wrought upon the earth. And they said one to another, the earth made without inhabitant cries, the voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven. And now to you, the holy ones of heaven, the souls of men make their suit, saying, bring our cause before the Most High. And they said to the Lord of the ages, Lord of lords, God of gods, King of kings, and God of the ages, the throne of thy glory standeth unto all the generations of the ages, and thy name holy and glorious and blessed unto all the ages. Thou hast made all things, and power over all things hast thou, and all things are naked and open in thy sight, and thou seest all things, and nothing can hide itself from thee. Thou seest what Azazel hath done, who hath taught all unrighteousness on earth, and revealed the eternal secrets which were preserved in heaven, which men were striving to learn, and Semjazar, to whom thou hast given authority to bear rule over his associates. And they have gone to the daughters of men upon the earth, and have slept with the women, and have defiled themselves, and revealed to them all kinds of sins. And the women have borne giants, and the whole earth has thereby been filled with blood and unrighteousness. And now, behold, the souls of those who have died are crying and making their suit to the gates of heaven, and their lamentations have ascended, and cannot cease because of the lawless deeds which are wrought on the earth. And thou knowest all things before they come to pass, and thou seest these things, and thou dost suffer them, and thou dost not say to us what we are to do to them in regard to these. Chapter 10. Then said the Most High, the Holy and Great One spake, and sent Uriel to the son of Lamech, and said to him, Go to Noah and tell him in my name, hide thyself, and reveal to him the end that is approaching, that the whole earth will be destroyed, and a deluge is about to come upon the whole earth, and will destroy all that is on it. And now instruct him, that he may escape, and his seed may be preserved for all the generations of the world. And again the Lord said to Raphael, Bind Azazel hand and foot, and cast him into the darkness, and make an opening in the desert, which is in Dudail, and cast him therein, and place upon him rough and jagged rocks, and cover him with darkness, and let him abide there forever, and cover his face, that he may not see light. And on the day of the great judgment he shall be cast into the fire, and heal the earth which the angels have corrupted, and proclaim the healing of the earth, that they may heal the plague, and that all the children of men may not perish through all the secret things that the watchers have disclosed, and have taught their sons. And the whole earth has been corrupted through the works that were taught by Azazel. To him ascribe all sin. And to Gabriel said the Lord, Proceed against the bastards and the reprobates, and against the children of fornication, and destroy the children of fornication, and the children of the watchers from amongst men, and cause them to go forth. Send them one against the other, that they may destroy each other in battle. For length of days shall they not have. And no request that they, i.e. their fathers, make of thee shall be granted unto their fathers on their behalf. For they hope to live an eternal life, and that each one of them will live 500 years. And the Lord said unto Michael, Go, bind Semjazzar and his associates, who have united themselves with women, so as to have defiled themselves with them in all their uncleanness. And when their sons have slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them fast for 70 generations in the valleys of the earth, till the day of their judgment and of their consummation, till the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated. In those days they shall be led off to the abyss of fire, and to the torment and the prison in which they shall be confined forever. And whosoever shall be condemned and destroyed will from thenceforth be bound together with them to the end of all generations. And destroy all the spirits of the reprobate and the children of the watchers, because they have wronged mankind. Destroy all wrong from the face of the earth, and let every evil work come to an end, and let the plant of righteousness and truth appear, and it shall prove a blessing. The works of righteousness and truth shall be planted in truth and joy forevermore. And then shall all the righteous escape, and shall live till they beget thousands of children, and all the days of their youth and their old age shall they complete in peace. And then shall the whole earth be tilled in righteousness, and shall all be planted with trees, and be full of blessing. And all desirable trees shall be planted on it, and they shall plant vines on it, and the vine which they plant thereon shall yield wine in abundance. And as for all the seed which is sown, thereon each measure of it shall bear 1,000, and each measure of olives shall yield 10 presses of oil. And cleanse thou the earth from all oppression, and from all unrighteousness, and from all sin, and from all godlessness, and all the uncleanness that is wrought upon the earth, destroy from off the earth. And all the children of men shall become righteous, and all nations shall offer adoration, and shall praise me, and all shall worship me. And the earth shall be cleansed from all defilement, and from all sin, and from all punishment, and from all torment. And I will never again send them upon it from generation to generation, and forever. Chapter 11. And in those days I will open the store chambers of blessing, which are in the heaven, so as to send them down upon the earth over the work and labor of the children of men. And truth and peace shall be associated together throughout all the days of the world, and throughout all the generations of men. Chapter 12. Before these things Enoch was hidden, and no one of the children of men knew where he was hidden, and where he abode, and what had become of him. and his activities had to do with the watchers, and his days were with the holy ones. And I, Enoch, was blessing the Lord of majesty and the King of the ages. And lo, the watchers called me, Enoch the scribe, and said to me, Enoch, thou scribe of righteousness, go, declare to the watchers of the heaven who have left the high heaven, the holy eternal place, and have defiled themselves with women, and have done as the children of earth do, and have taken unto themselves wives. Ye have wrought great destruction on the earth, and ye shall have no peace nor forgiveness of sin. And inasmuch as they delight themselves in their children, the murder of their beloved ones shall they see, and over the destruction of their children shall they lament, and shall make supplication unto eternity, but mercy and peace shall ye not attain. Chapter 13. And Enoch went and said, Azazel, thou shalt have no peace. A severe sentence has gone forth against thee to put thee in bonds, and thou shalt not have toleration nor request granted to thee, because of the unrighteousness which thou hast taught, and because of all the works of godlessness and unrighteousness and sin which thou hast shown to men. Then I went and spoke to them all together, and they were all afraid, and fear and trembling seized them. And they besought me to draw up a petition for them, that they might find forgiveness, and to read their petition in the presence of the Lord of heaven. For from thenceforward they could not speak with him, nor lift up their eyes to heaven for shame of their sins, for which they had been condemned. Then I wrote out their petition, and the prayer in regard to their spirits and their deeds individually, and in regard to their requests, that they should have forgiveness and length of days. And I went off and sat down at the waters of Dan, in the land of Dan, to the south of the west of Hermon. I read their petition till I fell asleep, and behold, a dream came to me, and visions fell down upon me. And I saw visions of chastisement, and a voice came bidding me, I to tell it to the sons of heaven, and reprimand them. And when I awaked, I came unto them, and they were all sitting gathered together, weeping in Abel-Jaal, which is between Lebanon and Seneser, with their faces covered. And I recounted before them all the visions which I had seen in sleep. And I began to speak the words of righteousness, and to reprimand the heavenly watchers. Chapter 14. The book of the words of righteousness, and of the reprimand of the eternal watchers, in accordance with the command of the Holy Great One in that vision. I saw in my sleep what I will now say, with a tongue of flesh, and with the breath of my mouth, which the Great One has given to men to converse therewith, and understand with the heart. As he has created and given to man the power of understanding the word of wisdom, so hath he created me also, and given me the power of reprimanding the watchers, the children of heaven. I wrote out your petition, and in my vision it appeared thus, that your petition will not be granted unto you throughout all the days of eternity, and that judgment has been finally passed upon you. Yea, your petition will not be granted unto you. And from henceforth you shall not ascend into heaven unto all eternity. And in bonds of the earth the decree has gone forth to bind you for all the days of the world. And that previously you shall have seen the destruction of your beloved sons, and ye shall have no pleasure in them, but they shall fall before you by the sword, and your petition on their behalf shall not be granted, nor yet on your own, even though you weep and pray and speak all the words contained in the writing which I have written. And the vision was shown to me thus. Behold, in the vision clouds invited me, and a mist summoned me, and the course of the stars and the lightning sped and hastened me, and the winds in the vision caused me to fly, and lifted me upward, and bore me into heaven. And I went in till I drew nigh to a wall, which is built of crystals and surrounded by tongues of fire, and it began to affright me. And I went into the tongues of fire, and drew nigh to a large house which was built of crystals, and the walls of the house were like a tessellated floor, made of crystals, and its groundwork was of crystal.
Win big time in the Guinness Open for more with up to 400 million naira in prizes to be won, including 1 million naira each for 75 lucky winners and a brand new Toyota SU. Register the code on guinnessng.com/1759.
Its ceiling was like the path of the stars and the lightnings, and between them were fiery cherubim, and their heaven was clear as water. A flaming fire surrounded the walls, and its portals blazed with fire. And I entered into that house, and it was hot as fire and cold as ice. There were no delights of life therein. Fear covered me, and trembling got hold upon me. And as I quaked and trembled, I fell upon my face. And I beheld a vision, and lo, there was a second house greater than the former, and the entire portal stood open before me, and it was built of flames of fire. And in every respect it so excelled in splendor and magnificence and extent that I cannot describe to you its splendor and its extent. And its floor was of fire, and above it were lightnings and the path of the stars, and its ceiling also was flaming fire. And I looked and saw therein a lofty throne. Its appearance was as crystal, and the wheels thereof as the shining sun, and there was the vision of cherubim. And from underneath the throne came streams of flaming fire, so that I could not look thereon. And the great glory sat thereon, and his raiment shone more brightly than the sun, and was whiter than any snow. None of the angels could enter and could behold his face, by reason of the magnificence and glory, and no flesh could behold him. The flaming fire was round about him, and a great fire stood before him, and none around could draw nigh him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him, yet he needed no counselor. And the most holy ones who were nigh to him did not leave by night, nor depart from him. And until then I had been prostrate on my face, trembling, and the Lord called me with his own mouth, and said to me, Come hither, Enoch, and hear my word. And one of the holy ones came to me and waked me, and he made me rise up and approach the door, and I bowed my face downwards. Chapter 15. And he answered and said to me, and I heard his voice, Fear not, Enoch, thou righteous man and scribe of righteousness. Approach hither and hear my voice, and go, say to the watchers of heaven who have sent thee to intercede for them. You should intercede for men, and not men for you. Wherefore have ye left the high, holy, and eternal heaven, and lain with women, and defiled yourselves with the daughters of men, and taken to yourselves wives, and done like the children of earth, and begotten giants as your sons? And though you were holy, spiritual, living the eternal life, you have defiled yourselves with the blood of women, and have begotten children with the blood of flesh. And as the children of men have lusted after flesh and blood, as those also do who die and perish. Therefore have I given them wives also, that they might impregnate them, and beget children by them, that thus nothing might be wanting to them on earth. But you were formerly spiritual, living the eternal life, and immortal for all generations of the world. And therefore I have not appointed wives for you. For as for the spiritual ones of the heaven, in heaven is their dwelling. And now the giants who are produced from the spirits and flesh shall be called evil spirits upon the earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies, because they are born from men, and from the holy watchers is their beginning and primal origin. They shall be evil spirits on earth, and evil spirits shall they be called. As for the spirits of heaven, in heaven shall be their dwelling. But as for the spirits of the earth which were born upon the earth shall be their dwelling. And the spirits of the giants afflict, oppress, destroy, attack, do battle, and work destruction on the earth, and cause trouble. They take no food, but nevertheless hunger and thirst, and cause offenses. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of men, and against the women, because they have proceeded from them. Chapter 16. from the days of the slaughter and destruction and death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirits, having gone forth, shall destroy without incurring judgment. Thus shall they destroy until the day of the consummation, the great judgment in which the Ijah shall be consummated over the watchers, and the godless Yah shall be wholly consummated. And now, as to the watchers who have sent thee to intercede for them, who had been aforetime in heaven, say to them, you have been in heaven, but all the mysteries had not yet been revealed to you, and you knew worthless ones, and these in the hardness of your hearts you have made known to the women. And through these mysteries women and men work much evil on earth. Say to them, therefore, you have no peace. Enoch's journeys through the earth and Sheol. Chapter 17. And they took and brought me to a place in which those who were there were like flaming fire, and when they wished, they appeared as men. And they brought me to the place of darkness, and to a mountain, the point of whose summit reached to heaven. And I saw the places of the luminaries and the treasuries of the stars and of the thunder, and in the uttermost depths where were a fiery bow and arrows and a quiver, and a fiery sword, and all the lightnings. And they took me to the living waters, and to the fire of the west, which receives every setting of the sun. And I came to a river of fire, in which the fire flows like water, and discharges itself into the great sea towards the west. I saw the great rivers, and came to the great river, and to the great garden, and went to the flux, where no flesh walks. I saw the mountains of the darkness of winter, and the place whence all the waters of the deep flow. I saw the mouths of all the rivers of the earth, and the mouth of the deep. Chapter 18. I saw the treasuries of all the winds. I saw how he had furnished with them the whole creation, and the firm foundations of the earth. And I saw the cornerstone of the earth. I saw the four winds which bear the earth, and the firmament of the heaven. And I saw how the winds stretch out the vaults of heaven, and have their station between heaven and earth. These are the pillars of the heaven. I saw the winds of heaven which turn and bring the circumference of the sun and all the stars to their setting. I saw the winds on the earth carrying the clouds. I saw the paths of the angels. I saw at the end of the earth the firmament of the heaven above. And I proceeded and saw a place which burns day and night, where there are 7 mountains of magnificent stones, 3 towards the east and 3 towards the south. And as for those towards the east, 1 was of colored stone, and 1 of pearl, and 1 of jacinth, and those towards the south of red stone. But the middle one reached to heaven like the throne of God, of alabaster, and the summit of the throne was of sapphire. And I saw a flaming fire. And beyond these mountains is a region, the end of the great earth. There the heavens were completed. And I saw a deep abyss with columns of heavenly fire. And among them I saw columns of fire fall, which were beyond measure alike towards the height and towards the depth. And beyond that abyss I saw a place which had no firmament of the heaven above, and no firmly founded earth beneath it. There was no water upon it, and no birds, but it was a waste and horrible place. I saw there 7 stars like great burning mountains, and to me, when I inquired regarding them, the angel said, "This place is the end of heaven and earth. This has become a prison for the stars and the host of heaven. And the stars which roll over the fire are they which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord in the beginning of their rising, because they did not come forth at their appointed times. And he was wroth with them and bound them till the time when their guilt should be consummated, even for 10,000 years." Chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, "Here shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here shall they stand, till the day of the great judgment, in which they shall be judged till they are made an end of. And the women also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. And I, Enoch, alone saw the vision, the ends of all things. and no man shall see as I have seen. Chapter 20. And these are the names of the holy angels who watch. Uriel, one of the holy angels who is over the world and over Tartarus. Raphael, one of the holy angels who is over the spirits of men. Raguel, one of the holy angels who takes vengeance on the world of the luminaries. Michael, one of the holy angels, to wit, he that is set over the best part of mankind and over chaos. Sarachael, one of the holy angels, who is set over the spirits who sin in the spirit. Gabriel, one of the holy angels, who is over paradise and the serpents and the cherubim. Remiel, one of the holy angels whom God set over those who rise. Chapter 21. And I proceeded to where things were chaotic, and I saw there something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place chaotic and horrible. And there I saw 7 stars of the heaven bound together in it, like great mountains and burning with fire. Then I said, for what sin are they bound, and on what account have they been cast in hither? Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me, and was chief over them, and said, Enoch, why dost thou ask, and why art thou eager for the truth? These are of the number of the stars of heaven, which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and are bound here till 10,000 years, the time entailed by their sins, are consummated. And from thence I went to another place, which was still more horrible than the former, and I saw a horrible thing, a great fire there which burnt and blazed, and the place was cleft as far as the abyss, being full of great descending columns of fire. Neither its extent or magnitude could I see, nor could I conjecture. Then I said, how fearful is the place, and how terrible to look upon. Then Uriel answered me, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, Enoch, why hast thou such fear and affright? And I answered, because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said unto me, this place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be imprisoned forever. Chapter 22. And thence I went to another place, and he showed me in the west another great and high mountain, and of hard rock. And there was in it 4 hollow places, deep and wide and very smooth. How smooth are the hollow places, and deep and dark to look at. Then Raphael answered, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said unto me, these hollow places have been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the souls of the dead should assemble therein. Yea, that all the souls of the children of men should assemble here. And these places have been made to receive them till the day of their judgment, until their appointed period, till the period appointed, till the great judgment comes upon them. I saw the spirits of the children of men who were dead, and their voice went forth to heaven and made suit. Then I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me, and I said unto him, this spirit, whose is it whose voice goeth forth and maketh suit? And he answered me, saying, this is the spirit which went forth from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew. And he makes his suit against him till his seed is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his seed is annihilated from amongst the seed of men. Then I asked regarding it, and regarding all the hollow places, why is one separated from the other? And he answered me, and said unto me, these 3 have been made that the spirits of the dead might be separated, and such a division has been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there is the bright spring of water. And such has been made for sinners when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. Here their spirits shall be set apart in this great pain, till the great day of judgment and punishment and torment of those who curse forever, and retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever. And such a division has been made for the spirits of those who make their suit, who make disclosures concerning their destruction, when they were slain in the days of the sinners. Such has been made for the spirits of men who were not righteous but sinners, who were complete in transgression, and of the transgressors. They shall be companions, but their spirits shall not be slain in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from thence. Then I blessed the Lord of glory and said, Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of righteousness, who ruleth forever. Chapter 23. From thence I went to another place to the west of the ends of the earth. And I saw a burning fire which ran without resting, and paused not from its course day or night, but ran regularly. And I asked, saying, What is this which rests not? Then Raguel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered me and said unto me, This course of fire which thou hast seen is the fire in the west, which persecutes all the luminaries of heaven. Chapter 24. And from thence I went to another place of the earth, and he showed me a mountain range of fire which burnt day and night. And I went beyond it, and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from the other, and the stones thereof were magnificent and beautiful, magnificent as a whole, of glorious appearance and fair exterior, 3 towards the east, 1 founded on the other, and 3 towards the south, 1 upon the other, and deep, rough ravines, no one of which joined with any other. And the 7th mountain was in the midst of these, and it excelled them in height, resembling the seat of a throne, and fragrant trees encircled the throne. And amongst them was a tree such as I had never yet smelt, neither was any amongst them, nor were others like it. It had a fragrance beyond all fragrance, and its leaves and blooms and the hosts of Azazel, so that they may take them and cast them into the abyss of complete condemnation. And they shall cover their jaws with rough stones, as the Lord of Spirits commanded. And Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and Thaniel shall take hold of them on that great day, and cast them on that day into the burning furnace, that the Lord of Spirits may take vengeance on them for their unrighteousness in becoming subject to Satan and leading astray those who dwell on the earth. And in those days shall punishment come from the Lord of Spirits, and he will open all the chambers of waters which are above the heavens, and of the fountains which are beneath the earth, and all the waters shall be joined with the waters. That which is above the heavens is the masculine, and the water which is beneath the earth is the feminine. And they shall destroy all who dwell on the earth, and those who dwell under the ends of the heaven. And when they have recognized their unrighteousness which they have wrought on the earth, then by these shall they perish. Chapter 55. And after that, the head of days repented and said, In vain have I destroyed all who dwell on the earth. And he sware by his great name, Henceforth I will not do so to all who dwell on the earth, and I will set a sign in the heaven, and this shall be a pledge of good faith between me and them forever, so long as heaven is above the earth, and this is in accordance with my command. When I have desired to take hold of them by the hand of the angels on the day of tribulation and pain, because of this I will cause my chastisement and my wrath to abide upon them, saith God, the Lord of Spirits. Ye mighty kings who dwell on the earth, ye shall have to behold mine elect one, how he sits on the throne of glory, and judges Azazel, and all his associates, and all his hosts, in the name of the Lord of Spirits. Chapter 56. And I saw there the hosts of the angels of punishment going, and they held scourges and chains of iron and bronze. And I asked the angel of peace who went with me, saying, To whom are these who hold the scourges going? And he said unto me, To their elect and beloved ones, that they may be cast into the chasm of the abyss of the valley. And then that valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved, and the days of their lives shall be at an end, and the days of their leading astray shall not thenceforward be reckoned. And in those days the angels shall return, and hurl themselves to the east upon the Parthians and Medes. They shall stir up the kings, so that a spirit of unrest shall come upon them, and they shall rouse them from their thrones, that they may break forth as lions from their lairs, and as hungry wolves among their flocks. And they shall go up and tread underfoot the land of his elect ones, and the land of his elect ones shall be before them a threshing floor and a highway. But the city of my righteous shall be a hindrance to their horses, and they shall begin to fight among themselves. And their right hand shall be strong against themselves, and a man shall not know his brother, nor a son his father or his mother, till there be no number of the corpses through their slaughter, and their punishment be not in vain. In those days Sheol shall open its jaws, and they shall be swallowed up therein, and their destruction shall be at an end. Sheol shall devour the sinners in the presence of the elect. Chapter 57. And it came to pass after this that I saw another host of wagons, and men riding thereon, and coming on the winds from the east, and from the west to the south. And the noise of their wagons was heard. And when this turmoil took place, the holy ones from heaven remarked it, and the pillars of the earth were moved from their place, and the sound thereof was heard from the one end of heaven to the other in one day. And they shall all fall down and worship the Lord of Spirits. And this is the end of the second parable. The third parable. Chapter 58. And I began to speak the third parable concerning the righteous and elect. Blessed are ye righteous and elect, for glorious shall be your lot. And the righteous shall be in the light of the sun, and the elect in the light of eternal life. The days of their life shall be unending, and the days of the holy without number. And they shall seek the light and find righteousness with the Lord of spirits. There shall be peace to the righteous in the name of the eternal Lord. And after this it shall be said to the holy in heaven, for it has become bright as the sun upon earth, and the darkness is past. And there shall be a light that never endeth, and to a lit number of days they shall not come, for the darkness shall first have been destroyed, and the light established before the Lord of spirits, and the light of uprightness established forever before the Lord of spirits. Chapter 59. In those days mine eyes saw the secrets of the lightnings and of the lights, and the judgments they execute, lit their judgment, and they lighten for a blessing or a curse as the Lord of spirits willeth. And there I saw the secrets of the thunder, and how when it resounds above in the heaven, the sound thereof is heard. And he caused me to see the judgments executed on the earth, whether they be for well-being and blessing, or for a curse, according to the word of the Lord of spirits. And after that all the secrets of the lights and lightnings were shown to me, and they lightened for blessing and for satisfying. Book of Noah, a fragment. Chapter 60. In the year 500, in the 7th month, on the 14th day of the month in the life of Enoch, in that parable I saw how a mighty quaking made the heaven of heavens to quake, and the host of the Most High, and the angels, 1,000 thousands, and 10,000 times 10,000, were disquieted with a great disquiet. And the head of days sat on the throne of his glory, and the angels of the righteous stood around him. And a great trembling seized me, and fear took hold of me, and my loins gave way, and dissolved were my reins, and I fell upon my face. And Michael sent another angel from among the holy ones, and he raised me up. And when he had raised me up, my spirit returned, for I had not been able to endure the look of this host, and the commotion and the quaking of the heaven. And Michael said unto me, Why art thou disquieted with such a vision? Until this day lasted the day of his mercy, and he hath been merciful and long-suffering towards those who dwell on the earth. And when the day and the power and the punishment and the judgment come, which the Lord of spirits hath prepared for those who worship not the righteous law, and for those who deny the righteous judgment, and for those who take his name in vain, that day is prepared for the elect a covenant, but for sinners an inquisition. When the punishment of the Lord of spirits shall rest upon them, it shall rest in order that the punishment of the Lord of spirits may not come in vain, and it shall slay the children with their mothers and the children with their fathers. Afterwards the judgment shall take place according to his mercy and his patience. And on that day were two monsters parted, a female monster named Leviathan, to dwell in the abysses of the ocean over the fountains of the waters. But the male is named Behemoth, who occupied with his breast a waste wilderness named Duidine, on the east of the garden where the elect and righteous dwell, where my grandfather was taken up, the seventh from Adam, the first man whom the Lord of spirits created. And I besought the other angel that he should show me the might of those monsters, how they were parted on one day and cast, the one into the abysses of the sea, and the other unto the dry land of the wilderness. And he said to me, Thou son of man, herein thou dost seek to know what is hidden. And the other angel who went with me and showed me what was hidden, told me what is first and last in the heaven, in the height, and beneath the earth in the depth, and at the ends of the heaven, and on the foundation of the heaven. And the chambers of the winds, and how the winds are divided, and how they are weighed, and how the portals of the winds are reckoned, each according to the power of the wind, and the power of the lights of the moon, and according to the power that is fitting, and the divisions of the stars according to their names, and how all the divisions are divided, and the thunders according to the places where they fall, and all the divisions that are made among the lightnings that it may lighten, and their host that they may at once obey. For the thunder has places of rest, which are assigned to it. while it is waiting for its peal, and the thunder and lightning are inseparable, and although not one and undivided, they both go together through the Spirit and separate not. For when the lightning lightens, the thunder utters its voice, and the Spirit enforces a pause during the peal, and divides equally between them. For the treasury of their peals is like the sand, and each one of them as it peals is held in with a bridle, and turned back by the power of the Spirit, and pushed forward according to the many quarters of the earth. And the spirit of the sea is masculine and strong, and according to the might of his strength he draws it back with a rein, and in like manner it is driven forward, and disperses amid all the mountains of the earth. And the spirit of the hoarfrost is his own angel, and the spirit of the hail is a good angel. And the spirit of the snow has forsaken his chambers on account of his strength. There is a special spirit therein, and that which ascends from it is like smoke, and its name is frost. And the spirit of the mist is not united with them in their chambers, but it has a special chamber, for its course is glorious both in light and in darkness, and in winter and in summer, and in its chamber is an angel. And the spirit of the dew has its dwelling at the ends of the heaven, and is connected with the chambers of the rain, and its course is in winter and summer, and its clouds and the clouds of the mist are connected, and the one gives to the other. And when the spirit of the rain goes forth from its chamber, the angels come and open the chamber and lead it out. And when it is diffused over the whole earth, it unites with the water on the earth, and whensoever it unites with the water on the earth. For the waters are for those who dwell on the earth, for they are nourishment for the earth from the Most High who is in heaven. Therefore there is a measure for the rain, and the angels take it in charge. And these things I saw towards the garden of the righteous. And the angel of peace who was with me said to me, these two monsters prepared conformably to the greatness of God shall feed. Chapter 61. And I saw in those days how long cords were given to those angels, and they took to themselves wings and flew, and they went towards the north. And I asked the angel, saying unto him, why have those angels taken these cords and gone off? And he said unto me, they have gone to measure. And the angel who went with me said unto me, these shall bring the measures of the righteous, and the ropes of the righteous to the righteous, that they may stay themselves on the name of the Lord of spirits for ever and ever. The elect shall begin to dwell with the elect, and those are the measures which shall be given to faith, and which shall strengthen righteousness. And these measures shall reveal all the secrets of the depths of the earth, and those who have been destroyed by the desert, and those who have been devoured by the winds, and those who have been devoured by the fish of the sea, that they may return and stay themselves on the day of the elect one. For none shall be destroyed before the Lord of spirits, and none can be destroyed. And all who dwell above in the heaven received a command and power, and one voice, and one light like unto fire. And that one, with their first words they blessed, and extolled, and lauded with wisdom, and they were wise in utterance, and in the spirit of life. And the Lord of spirits placed the elect one on the throne of glory, and he shall judge all the works of the holy above in the heaven, and in the balance shall their deeds be weighed. And when he shall lift up his countenance, to judge their secret ways according to the word of the name of the Lord of spirits, and their path according to the way of the righteous judgment of the Lord of spirits, then shall they all with one voice speak and bless, and glorify and extol and sanctify the name of the Lord of spirits. And he will summon all the host of the heavens, and all the holy ones above, and the host of God, the cherubic, seraphim, and ophanim, and all the angels of power, and all the angels of principalities, and the elect one, and the other powers on the earth, and over the water. On that day shall raise one voice, and bless and glorify and exalt in the spirit of faith, and in the spirit of wisdom, and in the spirit of patience, and in the spirit of mercy, and in the spirit of judgment and of peace, and in the spirit of goodness, and shall all say with one voice, Blessed is he, and may the name of the Lord of spirits be blessed forever and ever. All who sleep not above in heaven shall bless him. All the holy ones who are in heaven shall bless him, and all the elect who dwell in the garden of life, and every spirit of light who is able to bless and glorify and extol and hallow thy blessed name. And all flesh shall beyond measure glorify and bless thy name forever and ever.
For great is the mercy of the Lord of spirits, and he is long-suffering, and all his works and all that he has created, he has revealed to the righteous and elect in the name of the Lord of spirits.
Chapter 62. And thus the Lord commanded the kings and the mighty and the exalted, and those who dwell on the earth, and said, Open your eyes and lift up your horns, if ye are able to recognize the elect one. And the Lord of spirits seated him on the throne of his glory, and the spirit of righteousness was poured out upon him, and the word of his mouth slays all the sinners, and all the unrighteous are destroyed from before his face. And there shall stand up in that day all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who hold the earth, and they shall see and recognize how he sits on the throne of his glory, and righteousness is judged before him, and no lying word is spoken before him. Then shall pain come upon them as on a woman in travail, and she has pain in bringing forth, when her child enters the mouth of the womb, and she has pain in bringing forth. And one portion of them shall look on the other, and they shall be terrified, and they shall be downcast of countenance, and pain shall seize them, when they see that Son of Man sitting on the throne of his glory. And the kings and the mighty and all who possess the earth shall bless and glorify and extol him who rules over all, who was hidden. For from the beginning the Son of Man was hidden, and the Most High preserved him in the presence of his might, and revealed him to the elect. And the congregation of the elect and holy shall be sown, and all the elect shall stand before him on that day. And all the kings and the mighty and the exalted and those who rule the earth shall fall down before him on their faces, and worship and set their hope upon that Son of Man, and petition him and supplicate for mercy at his hands. Nevertheless, that Lord of spirits will so press them, that they shall hastily go forth from his presence, and their faces shall be filled with shame, and the darkness grow deeper on their faces. And he will deliver them to the angels for punishment, to execute vengeance on them, because they have oppressed his children and his elect. And they shall be a spectacle for the righteous and for his elect. They shall rejoice over them, because the wrath of the Lord of spirits resteth upon them, and his sword is drunk with their blood. And the righteous and elect shall be saved on that day, and they shall never thenceforward see the face of the sinners and unrighteous. And the Lord of spirits will abide over them, and with that Son of Man shall they eat, and lie down and rise up forever and ever. And the righteous and elect shall have risen from the earth, and cease to be of downcast countenance. And they shall have been clothed with garments of glory, and these shall be the garments of light from the Lord of spirits. And your garments shall not grow old, nor your glory pass away before the Lord of spirits. Chapter 63. In those days shall the mighty and the kings who possess the earth implore him to grant them a little respite from his angels of punishment, to whom they were delivered, that they might fall down and worship before the Lord of spirits, and confess their sins before him. And they shall bless and glorify the Lord of spirits, and say, Blessed is the Lord of spirits and the Lord of kings, and the Lord of the mighty and the Lord of the rich, and the Lord of glory and the Lord of wisdom. And splendid in every secret thing is thy power from generation to generation, and thy glory forever and ever. Deep are all thy secrets and innumerable, and thy righteousness is beyond reckoning. We have now learnt that we should glorify and bless the Lord of kings, and him who is king over all kings. And they shall say, Would that we had rest to glorify and give thanks, and confess our faith before his glory. And now we long for a little rest, but find it not. We follow hard upon and obtain it not. And light has vanished from before us, and darkness is our dwelling place forever and ever. For we have not believed before him, nor glorified the name of the Lord of spirits, nor glorified our Lord. But our hope was in the scepter of our kingdom, and in our glory. And in the day of our suffering and tribulation he saves us not. And we find no respite for confession, that our Lord is true in all his works, and in his judgments and his justice, and his judgments have no respect of persons. And we pass away from before his face on account of our works, and all our sins are reckoned up in righteousness. Now they shall say unto themselves, our souls are full of unrighteous gain, but it does not prevent us from descending from the midst thereof into the burden of Sheol. And after that, their faces shall be filled with darkness and shame before that Son of Man, and they shall be driven from his presence, and the sword shall abide before his face in their midst. Thus spake the Lord of spirits. This is the ordinance and judgment with respect to the mighty and the kings and the exalted, and those who possess the earth before the Lord of spirits. Chapter 64. And other forms I saw hidden in that place. I heard the voice of the angel saying, these are the angels who descended to the earth and revealed what was hidden to the children of men, and seduced the children of men into committing sin. Chapter 65. And in those days Noah saw the earth that it had sunk down, and its destruction was nigh. And he arose from thence, and went to the ends of the earth, and cried aloud to his grandfather Enoch. And Noah said 3 times with an embittered voice, hear me, hear me, hear me. And I said unto him, tell me what it is that is falling out on the earth, that the earth is in such evil plight and shaken, lest perchance I shall perish with it. And thereupon there was a great commotion on the earth, and a voice was heard from heaven, and I fell on my face. And Enoch my grandfather came and stood by me, and said unto me, why hast thou cried unto me with a bitter cry and weeping? And a command has gone forth from the presence of the Lord concerning those who dwell on the earth, that their ruin is accomplished, because they have learned all the secrets of the angels, and all the violence of the Satan, and all their power, the most secret one, and all the power of those who practice sorcery, and the power of witchcraft, and the power of those who make molten images for the whole earth, and how silver is produced from the dust of the earth, and how soft metal originates from the earth. For lead and tin are not produced from the earth like the first. It is the fountain that produces them, and an angel stands therein, and that angel is preeminent. And after that my grandfather Enoch took hold of me by my hand, and raised me up, and said unto me, go, for I have asked the Lord of spirits as touching this commotion on the earth. And he said unto me, because of their unrighteousness, their judgment has been determined upon, and shall not be withheld by me forever. Because of the sorceries which they have searched out and learned, the earth and those who dwell upon it shall be destroyed. And these they have no place of repentance forever, because they have shown them what was hidden, and they are the damned. But as for thee, my son, the Lord of spirits knows that thou art pure and guiltless of this reproach concerning the secrets. And he has destined thy name to be among the holy, and will preserve thee amongst those who dwell on the earth, and has destined thy righteous seed, both for kingship and for great honors. And from thy seed shall proceed a fountain of the righteous and holy, without number forever. Chapter 66. And after that, he showed me the angels of punishment, who are prepared to come, and let loose all the powers of the waters which are beneath in the earth, in order to bring judgment and destruction on all who abide and dwell on the earth. And the Lord of spirits gave commandment to the angels who were going forth, that they should not cause the waters to rise, but should hold them in check. for those angels were over the powers of the waters. And I went away from the presence of Enoch. Chapter 67. And in those days the word of God came unto me, and he said unto me, Noah, thy lot has come up before me, a lot without blame, a lot of love and uprightness. And now the angels are making a wooden building, and when they have completed that task, I will place my hand upon it and preserve it. And there shall come forth from it the seed of life, and a change shall set in, so that the earth will not remain without inhabitant. And I will make fast thy seed before me forever and ever, and I will spread abroad those who dwell with thee. It shall not be unfruitful on the face of the earth, but it shall be blessed and multiply on the earth in the name of the Lord. And he will impress on those angels who have shown unrighteousness in that burning valley which my grandfather Enoch had formerly shown to me in the west among the mountains of gold, and silver and iron and soft metal and tin. And I saw that valley in which there was a great convulsion and a convulsion of the waters. And when all this took place from that fiery molten metal and from the convulsion thereof in that place, there was produced a smell of sulfur, and it was connected with those waters. And that valley of the angels who had led astray mankind burned beneath that land. And through its valleys proceed streams of fire, where these angels are punished who had led astray those who dwell upon the earth. But those waters shall in those days serve for the kings and the mighty and the exalted, and those who dwell on the earth for the healing of the body, but for the punishment of the spirit. Now their spirit is full of lust, that they may be punished in their body. For they have denied the Lord of spirits, and see their punishment daily, and yet believe not in his name. And in proportion as the burning of their bodies becomes severe, a corresponding change shall take place in their spirit for ever and ever. For before the Lord of spirits none shall utter an idle word, for the judgment shall come upon them, because they believe in the lust of their body and deny the Spirit of the Lord. And those same waters will undergo a change in those days. For when those angels are punished in these water springs shall change their temperature. And when the angels ascend, this water of the springs shall change and become cold. And I heard Michael answering and saying, This judgment wherewith the angels are judged is a testimony for the kings and the mighty who possess the earth. Because these waters of judgment minister to the healing of the body of the kings and the lust of their body, therefore they will not see and will not believe that those waters will change and become a fire which burns forever. Chapter 68. And after that, my grandfather Enoch gave me the teaching of all the secrets in the book in the parables which had been given to him. And he put them together for me in the words of the book of the parables. And on that day, Michael answered Raphael and said, The power of the Spirit transports and makes me to tremble because of the severity of the judgment of the secrets, the judgment of the angels. Who can endure the severe judgment which has been executed, and before which they melt away? And Michael answered again and said to Raphael, Who is he whose heart is not softened concerning it, and whose reins are not troubled by this word of judgment that has gone forth upon them because of those who have thus led them out? And it came to pass when he stood before the Lord of spirits, Michael said thus to Raphael, I will not take their part under the eye of the Lord, for the Lord of spirits has been angry with them, because they do as if they were the Lord. Therefore all that is hidden shall come upon them forever and ever, for neither angel nor man shall have his portion in it, but alone they have received their judgment forever and ever. Chapter 69. And after this judgment they shall terrify and make them to tremble, because they have shown this to those who dwell on the earth. And behold the names of those angels, and these are their names. The first of them is Samjazar, the second Artakipha, and the third Armen, the fourth Kokabel, the fifth Turael, the sixth Rumjal, the seventh Dunjal, the 8th Nechael, the 9th Barachel, the 10th Azazel, the 11th Armaros, the 12th Batajal, the 13th Busasejal, the 14th Hananel, the 15th Turel, and the 16th Simapesiel, the 17th Jetrel, the 18th Tumael, the 19th Turel, the 20th Rumael, the 21st Azazel. And these are the chiefs of their angels and their names, and their chief ones over hundreds and over 50s and over 10s. The name of the first Jekon, that is, the one who led astray all the sons of God, and brought them down to the earth, and led them astray through the daughters of men. And the second was named Aspil. He imparted to the holy sons of God evil counsel, and led them astray so that they defiled their bodies with the daughters of men. And the third was named Gadriel. He it is who showed the children of men all the blows of death, and he led astray Eve, and showed the weapons of death to the sons of men, the shield and the coat of mail, and the sword for battle, and all the weapons of death to the children of men. And from his hand they have proceeded against those who dwell on the earth from that day and forevermore. And the fourth was named Penu. He taught the children of men the bitter and the sweet, and he taught them all the secrets of their wisdom. And he instructed mankind in writing with ink and paper, and thereby many sinned from eternity to eternity and until this day. For men were not created for such a purpose, to give confirmation to their good faith with pen and ink. For men were created exactly like the angels, to the intent that they should continue pure and righteous, and death, which destroys everything, could not have taken hold of them. But through this, their knowledge, they are perishing, and through this power, it is consuming me. And the fifth was named Castijah. This is he who showed the children of men all the wicked smitings of spirits and demons, and the smitings of the embryo in the womb, that it may pass away, and the smitings of the soul, the bites of the serpent, and the smitings which befall through the noontide heat, the son of the serpent named Tabaat. And this is the task of Caspil, the chief of the oath which he showed to the holy ones when he dwelt high above in glory, and its name is Bikar. This angel requested Michael to show him the hidden name, that he might enunciate it in the oath, so that those might quake before that name and oath, who revealed all that was in secret to the children of men. And this is the power of this oath, for it is powerful and strong, and he placed this oath, Akai, in the hand of Michael. And these are the secrets of this oath, and they are strong through his oath. And the heaven was suspended before the world was created, and forever. And through it, the earth was founded upon the water, and from the secret recesses of the mountains come beautiful waters, from the creation of the world and unto eternity. And through that oath the sea was created, and as its foundation he set for it the sand against the time of its anger, and it dare not pass beyond it from the creation of the world unto eternity. And through that oath are the depths made fast.
Kellogg's Power Breakfast. One power breakfast is all it takes to get our morning sorted, enriched with energy, goodness of grains, and 9 vitamins and minerals in one bowl. Kellogg's Cornflakes, our power breakfast.
And abide and stir not from their place from eternity to eternity. And through that oath the sun and moon complete their course, and deviate not from their ordinance from eternity to eternity. And through that oath the stars complete their course, and he calls them by their names, and they answer him from eternity to eternity. And in like manner the spirits of the water, and of the winds, and of all zephyrs and their paths, from all the quarters of the winds. And there are preserved the voices of the thunder, and the light of the lightnings, and there are preserved the chambers of the hail, and the chambers of the hoarfrost, and the chambers of the mist, and the chambers of the rain and the dew. And all these believe and give thanks, before the Lord of spirits, and glorify him with all their power, and their food is in every act of thanksgiving. They thank and glorify and extol the name of the Lord of spirits forever and ever. And this oath is mighty over them, and through it they are preserved, and their paths are preserved, and their course is not destroyed. And there was great joy amongst them, and they blessed and glorified and extolled, because the name of that Son of Man had been revealed unto them. And he sat on the throne of his glory, and the sum of judgment was given unto the Son of Man. And he caused the sinners to pass away and be destroyed from off the face of the earth, and those who have led the world astray. With chains shall they be bound, and in their assemblage place of destruction shall they be imprisoned, and all their works vanish from the face of the earth. And from henceforth there shall be nothing corruptible, for that Son of Man has appeared, and has seated himself on the throne of his glory, and all evil shall pass away before his face. And the word of that Son of Man shall go forth, and be strong before the Lord of spirits. This is the third parable of Enoch. Chapter 70. And it came to pass after this that his name during his lifetime was raised aloft to that Son of Man, and to the Lord of spirits, from amongst those who dwell on the earth. And he was raised aloft on the chariots of the Spirit, and his name vanished among them. And from that day I was no longer numbered amongst them. And he set me between the two winds, between the north and the west, where the angels took the cords to measure for me the place for the elect and righteous. And there I saw the first fathers and the righteous, who from the beginning dwell in that place. Chapter 71. And it came to pass after this that my spirit was translated, and it ascended into the heavens, and I saw the holy sons of God. They were stepping on flames of fire. Their garments were white, and their raiment, and their faces shone like snow. And I saw two streams of fire, and the light of that fire shone like hyacinth, and I fell on my face before the Lord of spirits. And the angel Michael, one of the archangels, seized me by my right hand, and lifted me up and led me forth into all the secrets, and he showed me all the secrets of righteousness. And he showed me all the secrets of the ends of the heaven, and all the chambers of all the stars, and all the luminaries, whence they proceed before the face of the holy ones. And he translated my spirit into the heaven of heavens. And I saw there, as it were, a structure built of crystals, and between those crystals tongues of living fire. And my spirit saw the girdle which girt that house of fire, and on its four sides were streams full of living fire, and they girt that house. And round about were seraphim, cherubim, and Ophanim. And these are they who sleep not, and guard the throne of his glory. And I saw angels who could not be counted, 1,000 thousands, and 10,000 times 10,000, encircling that house. And Michael, and Raphael, and Gabriel, and Phanuel, and the holy angels who are above the heavens, go in and out of that house. And they came forth from that house, and Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Phanuel, and many holy angels without number. And with them the head of days, his head white and pure as wool, and his raiment indescribable. And I fell on my face, and my whole body became relaxed, and my spirit was transfigured. And I cried with a loud voice, with the spirit of power, and blessed and glorified and extolled. And these blessings which went forth out of my mouth were well pleasing before that head of days. And that head of days came with Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Phanuel, thousands and 10,000s of angels without number. Lost passage, wherein the Son of Man was described as accompanying the head of days. And Enoch asked one of the angels, as in concerning the Son of Man, as to who he was. And he, i.e. the angel, came to me and greeted me with his voice, and said unto me, This is the Son of Man who is born unto righteousness, and righteousness abides over him, and the righteousness of the head of days forsakes him not.
Also,
and he said unto me, He proclaims unto thee peace in the name of the world to come.
also,
For from hence has proceeded peace since the creation of the world. And so shall it be unto thee
It's already
forever
on.
and forever and ever. And
See
all
the-
shall walk in his ways, since righteousness
Wise.
never forsaketh him. With him will be their dwelling places, and with him their heritage, and they shall not
What's
be
up with
separated
you?
from him forever and ever and ever.
Is already three.
And so there shall be length of days with that Son of Man, and the righteous shall have peace and an upright way, in the name of the Lord of spirits forever and ever. The book of the courses of the heavenly luminaries. Chapter 72. The book of the courses of the luminaries of the heaven, the relations of each according to their classes, their dominion and their seasons, according to their names and places of origin, and according to their months, which Uriel, the holy angel, who was with me, who is their guide, showed me. And he showed me all their laws exactly as they are, and how it is with regard to all the years of the world and unto eternity, till the new creation is accomplished, which dureth till eternity. And this is the first law of the luminaries. The luminary, the sun, has its rising in the eastern portals of the heaven, and its setting in the western portals of the heaven. And I saw 6 portals in which the sun rises, and 6 portals in which the sun sets, and the moon rises and sets in these portals, and the leaders of the stars and those whom they lead, 6 in the east and 6 in the west, and all following each other in accurately corresponding order. Also many windows to the right and left of these portals. And first there goes forth the great luminary, named the sun, and his circumference is like the circumference of the heaven, and he is quite filled with illuminating and heating fire. The chariot on which he ascends, the wind drives, and the sun goes down from the heaven and returns through the north in order to reach the east, and is so guided that he comes to the appropriate lit that portal and shines in the face of the heaven. In this way he rises in the first month in the great portal, which is the fourth, those 6 portals in the cast. And in that 4th portal from which the sun rises in the first month are 12 window openings, from which proceed a flame when they are opened in their season. When the sun rises in the heaven, he comes forth through that 4th portal 30 mornings in succession, and sets accurately in the 4th portal in the west of the heaven. And during this period, the day becomes daily longer, and the night nightly shorter to the 30th morning. On that day, the day is longer than the night by a 9th part, and the day amounts exactly to 10 parts, and the night to 8 parts. And the sun rises from that 4th portal, and sets in the 4th, and returns to the 5th portal of the east 30 mornings, and rises from it, and sets in the 5th portal. And then the day becomes longer by 2 parts, and amounts to 11 parts. And the night becomes shorter, and amounts to 7 parts. And it returns to the east, and enters into the 6th portal, and rises and sets in the 6th portal 31 mornings on account of its sign. On that day, the day becomes longer than the night, and the day becomes double the night, and the day becomes 12 parts, and the night is shortened, and becomes 6 parts. And the sun mounts up to make the day shorter and the night longer,